France just recorded its hottest day since records began in 1947. The UK had its hottest June day ever, and Spain its highest June average since 1950. Around 380 million people have been living above 30 degrees this week, and the nights barely cool down.
It's 39 degrees outside, and inside my apartment it's over 35 degrees. The reality is that it becomes incredibly hard to work.
And it's just the end of June. So what's going on? Just a hot week? Or something more? Picture a lid on a pot. The jet stream kinks into a stationary block, trapping a giant dome of high pressure over the continent. Under high pressure, air sinks, compresses, and heats up. And because the pattern barely moves, heat builds up instead of escaping, so each day starts warmer than the last. Two things made it vicious. The dome pulled its hot air straight from the Sahara, and after a dry spring, the ground had little moisture left to evaporate, so it couldn't cool itself. Add the June solstice to that, and peak sun, and temperatures ran 12 to 18 degrees above normal. What makes it stand out is how early it is. These are late July temperatures, arriving in late June. Spain and Portugal climbed into the low 40s, and France placed more than half its departments on red alert. Of France's 52 heat waves since 1947, two-thirds have come since 2000, and in the UK, 30-degree days have more than tripled since the 1960s. Europe is warming twice as fast as the global average, according to the World Meteorological Organization. Parts of Europe reach into the Arctic, the fastest warming place on Earth, because of the albedo effect. Bright ice reflects sunlight back into space, but as it melts, it uncovers darker ocean and land that absorb the heat instead. More heat melts more ice, exposing more dark surface, absorbing even more. So, normal or climate change? Both. The heat dome is ordinary weather. The temperatures are not. Climate change doesn't create the pattern, it loads the dice toward extremes. The dome would have formed anyway, but on today's hotter baseline, it pushes past 44 in June, and records that stood for generations fall in a single afternoon. Here's the part we can do something about. Remember why the ground couldn't cool itself? It had little water left to evaporate. That cooling process has a name: evapotranspiration. A tree draws water up through its roots and breathes it out through its leaves, quietly air conditioning everything around it. Under tree cover, the ground can run up to 8 to 12 degrees cooler than bare concrete. Trees also pull carbon out of the air and lock it into wood and soil, where the world's forests already hold more carbon than the whole atmosphere. At scale, that's billions of tons of CO2 a year and cooler ground in every summer that follows. Forests alone will not stop a heat dome from forming, but more trees mean cooler land and less carbon driving the next heat wave. That's why Tree Nation exists. Every forest we plant cools the people under it and stores carbon for the planet. The heat dome is the problem. Trees are part of the answer.